We would like to learn more about SVD, its mission, history, and impacts. And we're also interested in your own life experiences as an SVD member. So, shall we start the question about? First question is, when was the Society of the Divine Word, or the SVD, founded?
SVD was founded 150 years ago in Star, Germany, by St. Allen Johnson. He, decided to form missionary priests who he would later send all around the world to help in the propagation of the divine word. So that is how it started.
Next is, Sir Boholano was the founder of the SVD. So, proceed as the next question.
Next question is, what are the key historical milestones in the development of SVD?
What are the key? Key words and ideas. Oh, okay. Well, the key historical milestone of the SVD actually is the fact that Arnold began the congregation with virtually nothing. Okay. He ended up putting together 3 different congregations before his demise. When he wanted to start building the congregation as a diocesan priest and as he was, his bishop told him something is wrong with him at the, and that is what his bishop told him. Because at the time, it was practically impossible to really start a new congregation because of the socio-political happenings in Germany then. Yes. So for him to be able to, raise the storm and at the end of the day put together 3 strong congregations which are, among the best 10 in the church today. That is a great milestone, if you ask me. I'm not sure of any other founder of a congregation in the Catholic Church with 3 congregations. I'm not sure. We have the SVD, as you know. We have the Blue Sisters, we call them Sisters Servants of the Holy Spirit, and we have Sisters of Perpetual Adoration. So this 3. That is what I would consider as the milestones in the history of this man.
Next question would be, why did you decide to become an SVD?
I used to be a master at school, and one day I went for the ordination of some priest, and the priest who happened to have given the sermon at that ordination, I came later to know as an SVD. Now during his sermon, I fell in love with him. I mean how he was speaking and the kind of things he said. So as a small boy, all that I told myself, I wanted to be like him. Yes. And later on I found out that he was an SVD. So if I said I wanted to be like him, he is an SVD. Then so that is how come. It was through an inspiration of priest SVD. And when I got ordained, can you imagine, I invited him for my first Thanksgiving. I said, he came. Yes, he's still alive.
What is the story of SVD in Ghana?
SVD came to Ghana through the invitation of another congregation. There was already in Ghana SMB. There was already in Ghana, yes, the SMB, Society of African Missionaries. They were already in Ghana, but they realized that Ghana was going to gain independence sooner than later. And because they couldn't, if you like, speed up with the propagation of the gospel as they would love it to be, they decided to invite SVD to join them in Accra. And even Accra also, because they also realized Accra was going to be the capital city of the country. And all the industries and business will be centered there. So to maximize the propagation of the divine word, this older congregation, SMA, decided to invite SVD to come and join them. So that is how come SVD came to Ghana.
Okay. What did the SVD personally in Ghana?
What is the SVD?
Ghana.
When it, okay, I think in 1938. Yes. As we first came to Ghana in 1938, there was one father out of Nosa and Father Elsman. They were the first two who arrived in. Well, Ghana used to be called the Gold Coast now. We changed to Ghana when we came in 1957. So they came to the Gold Coast. And that was the former name for Ghana. We produce a lot of gold, actually. That is why we were called Gold Coast. But now the Chinese have invaded Ghana and destroying the gold for us.
Next question is, when did you start to become an SVD?
When?
When did you start to become an SVD?
When I finished with the senior high school, actually, I wanted to be SVD, so I applied. But the vocation director refused to accept me. He says I should go to the university and go and work and have experience before I come. So I left, I went to the university and I started working. And when the salary was coming, I was enjoying it, so I decided not to go again to join the SVD. But I don't know, I think along the line, I told myself that from the work I wanted to be a place. So even if the salary is coming and I enjoy it, that is not what I wanted to be. So I resigned from my work, I think in 2003. Yeah. And I started my formation.
Next question is, how was your experience in being an SVD?
The experience has been bitter and sweet. Bitter in the sense that, you see, when you, as a missionary, as an SVD, you don't work in your own home or your own country. You are sent outside. Yes. So when you are sent outside, immersion yourself into the culture, the tradition of the place. It takes time. For example, if to work effectively, then I have to be able to speak Singapore, basically. So I have started my course in Singapore, and you can imagine an old man like me. Yesterday I went to class and I was being taught like a child in elementary school. I was saying ba, ka, na, ma, those kind of things. You see, and then the food also, the food we don't used to eat. As I told you, we can't eat rice, but you eat rice morning after evening. So you can imagine. So that is what I tell the bitter part of it. And the sweet part of it is that when you are able to serve the people well, I mean, you are fulfilled. The joy comes from, the people you serve. When they are happy with what you are doing, then you are also fulfilled. But of course, being an SVD has made me deepen my faith in God. It has humbled me, and it has made me compassionate towards the people we work with. I've been to several places where, you see people who are marginalized, who are not in such a situation that are happy, but I feel privileged that where I am able to speak for them or get the help for them.
Next question, can you give example of successful SVD projects or initiative in Ghana?
I don't know whether you follow world news, but no, there are some countries where we have strong Muslim residents, and they are virtually crucifying the Christians. In Ghana, we have strong Muslim residents, but I can tell you that we coexist with them so beautifully, and it is because of the advocacy work of the SVD, intercultural, interreligious dialogue. Already from our formation stages, we are made to go and stay in Muslim homes. Yes, I think in the first year when we had vacation, we were sent to go to Muslim communities to stay with Muslims in their homes. So you stay with them, you live with them, you meet with them, you do everything with them. So they become your friends, you become their friends. So that kind of relationship is carried on, you understand? And so we don't have still, you never hear of Ghana fighting like a fight between Muslims and Christians. It doesn't exist at all. We coexist peacefully. Unlike other countries where they fight, they kill Christians, no. We coexist very peacefully. It is because of SVD advocacy. And another successful project we have in Ghana is that we have this orthopedic hospital. Okay, those who unfortunately have their leg or arm cut off or something. The hospital that is able to manufacture an artificial leg for them in Ghana was built by SVD. We have two, one in the south, one in the north. Yes, and we have SVD conference who were trained to be able to construct an artificial leg. We also have a model farm in Ghana where other farmers go to learn best practices so that they can implement in their own farms to yield good harvest and good produce. The global mission activities already, I think, are 4. We have justice and peace and protection of the integrity of creation. Okay, so when SVD thinks that there is injustice, there's no peace, SVD moves in to set the motion dialogue to make peace and all those things. And if you also look at it, the vegetation cover that God has blessed us with is fast degrading away. In Ghana, you hardly find big decrease in the forest again because people are cutting them for wood, to set fire, to do all sorts of things. And we are losing all the vegetation cover. We are complaining about climate change. So SVD goes to initiate, education and dialogue to preserve some of these things that is necessary. SVD is also into communication. One of our mission program is to use modern technology and the traditional and social media to keep spreading the demand right now. And then we also have mission animation, that is between conference to be able to give retreats, give talks to young people, to the faithful, so on and so forth, to build their capacity. And then we have, I mentioned justice and peace. We have biblical apostolate. That is the core mission of the SVD. Every SVD primary role is to be able to preach the word of the divine word. So those are the four main mission activities of this program.
Next question is, how does the SVD engage with the local communities in Ghana?
Well, SVD in Ghana again with the local communities through education. Yes. And how do we do that? See, when you go to the local community, you first have to identify maybe a need in the community. So when you identify the need in the community, so you now engage the community members on how best you can solve that need. Okay, so you lead them through dialogue to be able to, so through education and the provision of social amenities, like schools, hospitals, taking care of their social welfare, and provision of the capacity for those, if you like, who have not been to formal education, to be able also to get their living ready through some vocational training. Yes, so that is how we educate them.
Next is, what are the significant contributions of the SVD in Ghana?
Why not? Education, in fact, in the church, SVD has done a lot for Ghana. Currently, we have, SVD has 5 bishops in Ghana. Normally, you don't see the religious becoming bishop. It is the assistants who are normally, made bishops. But SVD in Ghana has produced 5 bishops in Ghana. And then, even the cathedral of the capital city was built by SVD. Yes, was built by SVD. Now, I just told you of the hospital where these artificial arms and things that are made. SVD built in Ghana. Most of the marginalized in Ghana are being, offered safe haven by SVD. Yes. So, a lot of schools as we build. Over there in Ghana, government owns the schools. So if you build, the government will take it. So most of the schools that even government, boasts of having, were built by SVD, because government have to own the schools and pay the staff. Unlike here, I don't think so. So SVD has done it.
And the last 2 questions is, how does the SVD address global challenges through its mission work?
How do we define global challenges in a way? If we know some of the global challenges, then we see how SVD is addressing them. I think one of the global challenges, I think, is poverty, right? Yes. So how is SVD addressing this global challenge of poverty? Through the building of capacity for the people. How do I mean? Those who are unable to go through formal education are trained in vocational skills. Okay, maybe catering, sewing, masonry, carpentry. Okay, so you train those people to be able to do something for themselves. By so doing, they can take that for their family, right? So you are SVD is solving this challenge of poverty through the provision of skill training for. SVD is solving the challenge of literacy through building schools, no? Yes, so as I said, you build the schools, government will take it anyway, but you still be So, I mean, there are a lot of challenges. Some people are marginalized in society. You have widows in Ghana. They don't have a say. If you are a widow in Ghana, in a northern part of Ghana, for example, you will be thrown out of your house. Why? Because they think that you kill them. You have a mentality. SVD that has provided a safe space for these people, taking care of them, their medical bills, their feeding, their shelter, and all those things. So, seriously, everybody is so much.
And the last question is, why did you choose to work in the Philippines?
Okay. I just Philippines because I know Philippines has English as one of the, so I just, that's when I come to Philippines, there will be no need to learn any other language again. Because I already learned English. I know I speak English. I don't want to talk after myself. So I thought that when I come here, there will be no need to learn any other language. I can work with my English. So that is why I chose Philippines. I didn't want to go to maybe Germany and go and now learn German. I was sent to Dr. Congo to study theology. I had to learn French. And it took me a hell of a time to learn it. So I don't want to go anywhere and learn it. Unfortunately, I have to miss the bar. So I'm trying to pursue what we do.
Yeah, sure. And that's all for today, Father. And thank you, Father, for your time today. We are appreciating you taking the time to speak with us about SVD and your experiences. Again, thank you so much, Father.
Thank you for also coming around. So
Yeah, that's all for today.
I'm very grateful. I'm always around if anything you can pass by.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't be afraid to pass by. Please.
Yeah, yes.
Always around.